Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd go over a few problems I have noticed with the 7 catastrophes, mainly the ability to obtain them. Now that they have made a catastrophe story, these characters in theory should be a lot more obtainable, like the Ragnarok characters, because they are also, original characters. But this is a problem that I think catastrophes have struggled with for years, is the fact they're not regularly available. You could say, yeah, they're on the banner here and there, but if I go to, let's just say they're available for 2 weeks out of, four for a month, right? That's still 2 weeks where you can't obtain them. And not only that, the main time you can obtain them is on their own banner. Look, so there are 16 characters on this banner. 4 of them are Ragnarok. 12 of them are catastrophes. But if we were to look at how many catastrophes there are in total, there's 25. 9 of them being seasonal, 16 of them being just normal versions that they've just constantly produced. For example, Easton has like 90,000 copies. Majority of them are normal. The only 2 event copies she has are Summer and Halloween. But the overall problem is that if they're going to keep releasing these characters, and I'm mainly talking about characters like Roxy with the quote-unquote Unity, as they call it, which is like a link, like a Tamio link, that has a literal effect that increases attack rate stats of human heroes by 3% up to 10% at 6/6. And these characters are not regularly available, like Tomiel, Sariel, even, what's her name, Margaret. Margaret is a regularly, you can obtain her, you can just save up festival coins, you can buy her in a festival, you can buy 6 copies of her if you have enough. But this character won't be purchasable in the shop. This character is not even obtainable she won't even be obtainable on the default banner. What I mean by that is, I'm going to use Ragnarok as an example, right? You come here, you think, oh, I've got you get like 2 tickets weekly, right? You use your 2 tickets. Oh crap, you pulled Freya because she's on the banner, she's a Ragnarok character, and Ragnarok characters are really exclusive and original characters. And we scroll through, not a single catastrophe, not a single catastrophe, and guess what? The rates were 0.13. Let's go on to this banner, which is meant for catastrophes. It's only 0.03 higher than pulling a Ragnarok character on the banner that has pretty much every SSR for humans, unknowns, and giants. You have a 0.3% more of pulling them on here. But it's not much. It's not much at all in comparison to the 0.5% for the featured character. And if you're going to keep adding these graces or these unities, as they call them, to the game, it's just going to make the game. You're just going to make it a whale fest. It's a whale fest as it is. You're going to make it worse. The fact that someone can have a 6/6 ultimate one and then stick this Roxy on as a link as well, and then get even more attack related stats, where a free-to-play player won't be able to do that. It's not worth it. I don't know what they're doing. These characters are not obtainable. There's 32 seasonal characters in the game. 9 of them are catastrophes. I think what's happened over the years is they think, oh, screw it, we don't know who to release for summer. Just throw out another Easton. Or throw out a Roxy. Literally just normal skinned Roxy. Nothing special about her. Just normal Roxy ultimate. Literally red go through attack disable. Green Eskin or single target card. And yeah, but let's give her a really unique passive that makes it so when she gets max ult gauge, everyone on your team gets evasion for 1 turn, but guess what? It's a blue debuff. It's a blue buff. Meaning it can just be removed. So it doesn't matter. And it's just irritating. Like, you make these characters, they're really cool. Like, this Roxy is so sick. She's actually now one of my favorite catastrophes. I love her weapon. Her weapons are absolutely insane. I love the way they look. But people are going to be discouraged. Let's say a brand new player plays the game, right? Literally picks up the phone today, they make a brand new account. They haven't even watched the show. They think, oh, sick, I want to play this game that looks so cool. And they just like, I don't want to summon a Roxy. Then there's no way to obtain these characters. It's not like, let's just say, the Archangels aren't on the banner. Be oh, I'm a really big fan of Sariel and Tamiel. I wish I could pull them. They get an SSR ticket, they can pull them. But these characters have no way to be obtained. This Valenti has only been given out for free once. She has been out since 2020. She released in 2020, she's only been free once, and that was in 2021. She was free once, and I've not pulled her since. She was free once, and you could say, oh yeah, but you could have picked her on this event and this event. Yeah, but there are better characters you could have picked. Like, yeah, she was on the one where you could have picked her or Sigurd, but if you don't have Sigurd and you want Sigurd, or you want more dupes of Sigurd, because Sigurd is a more useful character than Green Valenti, who's only really used for cheating beasts, like cheating demonic beasts, and she doesn't even need ult level for that. Whereas Sigurd, you know, you might want to use him in PvP, so you may want a high ult level so you can do more damage. Or you could have picked Ragnarok Barn. Like, Ragnarok Barn has so many more uses than this Valenti. You can use in the back for Final Boss, you know, for all these different events. But they just make these characters so rare. Look, 2-6, this woman's also been out since 2020. Some of these characters have been out for so long, and yet they just still don't make them regularly available. Like, I don't remember, I think there's only been one banner where when they've given you free, I mean, like, they force you that character, you give that character on stage 7, guaranteed. They've only done that with Valenti once. An old character, but then they always just give us, oh yeah, here's Green Toner for like the 57,000th time. Here's a 1 free copy of Green Toner. But why don't we get that for Catastrophes? Why don't you just make a ticket for Catastrophes? I don't care if you have to put seasonal characters in it. Half these seasonal characters aren't even good. The only good seasonal character now, there's 2 actually, is Lilia. This Lilia here, who's been good since her release, and this brand new mono. But this mono is only good because of this new Roxy. Yes, Roxy doesn't buffer because, you know, the mono has AoE, but it's the start of a Catastrophe team. And she increases allies' basic stats of Catastrophes, which is what you would want. As well as her, you know, her relic increasing Catastrophes' AoE damage. And guess what? Roxy has an AoE card. So it's a little bit stupid how they've decided, yeah, we're just going to make these characters not appear. When I heard that they were making a Catastrophe story, I initially just assumed, because their original characters and they were going to be in a story, it's like that anyone can play as long as they complete chapter 110 of the normal story, that they would put them from now on, right? I don't care, you know, you can leave the old ones out, but at least make progress on the new ones after she disappears. She'll be on the Human, Unknown, and Giant banner. No, they don't do that, because they think, oh, well, she's got a grace, or wrong person. She has a grace, let's not do that, let's make people summon her, and then at the end of this month we're then going to release a broken all-human collaboration, aka Attack on Titan, or they'll just rerun KOF, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an all-human collaboration, mainly because you've made this new broken human, that for every human on the field does stupid amounts of damage. She's not forced to play with Catastrophes, like pretty much 99% of the others that are somewhat decent. Lilia, for example, her passive, Catastrophes, a little bit irritating. She's human, she's fine. Catastrophes. That's what I mean, it's just the fact that they all require Catastrophes, but these Catastrophes are always so hard to obtain if you don't pull them on their banner. Yes, you could say, oh yeah, but they're back in like my L banner, or an anniversary banner, but the chance of you still pulling them is so little, it's not even worth it. Like the fact that the only time I pulled Lilia was on some random free, it was a free summon on some random banner, and I pulled her. But I haven't been able to pull her since, even though she's been in quite a few banners. Same with Mono. Literally, I pulled her on the anniversary banner, the New Year banner, sorry. Pulled her once, that was it, not pulled her since. There's so many characters who I've pulled like once, and then not pulled them again. Because, look, Summer Roxy, only been pulled once. Twice. Once. Look, she was free. I have not pulled her since she was free. She came out in 2021. She was given out for once for free, and that's the only time I pulled her. These characters are so hard to come by. They're, in my opinion, they're rarer than like half the other. They're rarer than a festival. Festivals, right? Oh, I really want a copy of a character right now. Oh, wait, the shop's not on. It's fine. I'll just wait till the next festival, and I can buy them with festival coins. Look, you can buy them with festival coins when they come out. It's not too big a problem. I do understand Dark and Light characters, but of course they are Dark and Light. They're meant to be like the top characters. So I do understand characters like Mael's. Mael's link is broken, but only a real whale can make use of it, and that is also a problem. But it's a festival, so I sort of do understand it. But she's just a regular 600 character. She's not a seasonal character. She's not an event character. You know, she's not a collab character. She's not a festival character. She's just a regular 600 character. And let's just compare to the latest 600 character that we got. He'll one day be returning. He'll one day be put on the SSR tickets. And he's not too bad of a character, I give him that. He's not too bad maybe for Demonic Beast later on, right? And now let's look at an actual decent character that everyone's that a lot of people were hyped about, and even I really like this character. She was released with a brand new story with him. The story's kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie, but the character's cool. But why is she not obtainable? Okay, if they come out saying, oh yeah, when we add like a few of them, we'll eventually make a banner and just put all of them on it. Okay, fine, right? But you've got so many. You've got 25 here, right? And let's look at Catastrophe. You have 15. Just put them all on the banner. Then you have a 40. You have a 40 character banner. Yes, some of them are seasonal. Don't care. Just put all of them on a banner. Say, hey, here's a ticket which guarantees you one of them every 2 weeks. It's fine. You know, one week you get super unlucky, pull either Green Tone or this Ragnarok Merlin, or another week you could be really lucky and pull a copy of Freya. You know, but there's no way to regularly. And I'm sorry, right? This 900, a rotation and a half, just to pick one of these characters. You get to pick one at 900. What? Put it at 300. Try and entice people to summon. Don't make this crappy system where you've on purpose made them one off each marker. Look, why is it double? Oh no, it doesn't double. I'm just autistic. Okay, wrong way. Sorry. Yeah, look. They make it one multi-hire to sort of entice you. Oh yeah, but then if I do another 30 summon, I get 10 hammers. You know, like I don't. This is so stupid. Like they just want you to. They're trying to bait you in. And yeah, then you give out a free multi, but you give out a free multi over 2 weeks, and you give us 14 tickets instead of 10 tickets. Like you want us to then spend money to then buy more tickets. So that means we can get rid of the tickets because some people, or people just don't gotta waste the tickets because waiting 2 weeks for a summon is not worth it. If it's a collab, it's completely fine, right? But 3% rates, you're making 3% rates. This is just infuriating, man. Just, all you have to do is just make it. So even the new characters, you know, you could just leave the old characters to die out because none of them are really that good. But you just keep the seasonal characters on there. You know, it's fine. But you just stick them in the normal banner. Just stick them in the heroes. You know, the human giant unknown banner. Because I've pulled characters from there. You know, it's not like it's impossible to pull a character. I pulled Scardy from there. My first ever copy of Scardy was through that banner. Was through this banner. My first ever copy of Scardy was in this banner. My first ever copy of Chosen King Arthur, which is here, was from this banner. You can pull characters from this banner. Like, yes, you know the rates are decently low, but it's not that bad. It's only 0.03 less than if you were something on an actual themed banner around that character, unless it's of course their actual banner. And it's quite a bit lower. But just to leave on a final note for this video, I do recommend summoning on this Magelda. I ended up doing a full rotation. I pulled quite a few copies of Scardy, which is good. Scardy's a very good character. Copy of Blue Magelda as well, which is useless to me, but you know, she's a decent character. Unfortunately, the banner was very mid. But I do think they understand her power. She is actually very good for the new Demonic Beast. Of course, the teams you do have to use do require you to have either really high box CC, or well on outfits, or well on gear. But of course, she might be very useful later on. She's also useful on dogs. She's not the best for any other real Demonic Beast other than dogs and the new one. She's definitely not good on bird, because you're Blue Magelda for that, who's the literal specialist for bird. And of course, you got your Maganda on deer, so it's not really worth it. Apart from that, that's it for this video. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Am I just being too harsh, being yeah, I want everything for free? Or do you guys agree that these characters should be more regularly available since they have a story now? They now have they're like every other character in the game, they now have a story, but I'm going to stop now before I end up talking for another 20 minutes about stupid stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.